We wanted to take a couple of minutes to just kind of give you a little perspective of where we are at HITEC and how we've been growing and how we look to continue to grow. But I do want to do one last thing before we start. Once again, reception tonight at the Hyatt Regency Airport. If you're taking a ride share, make sure you go to the valet area. Check-in and the opening receptions begin at 5:15, dinner at 6:20. Shuttles will leave from here, 2 shuttles at 5 o'clock, 1 shuttle at 5:15, and another shuttle at 5:30, and then they'll loop back and forth. I just want to make sure that all of you, when we break after this session, have plenty of time to go up, get dressed, change, and we look forward to seeing you for our celebration tonight. Really, HITEC for me has been such a unique place for me to be able to grow in my own leadership journey. The organization was founded in 2006 by a very small group, 4 individuals who kind of came together, and after so many years of being, what we've heard kind of over and over here, after so many years of being the only one in the room, and knowing that there had to be more Latinos in technology, they came together and started this organization. And literally, in the early days of LinkedIn, we're just scouring LinkedIn, looking for profiles of other Hispanics, meeting people at random conferences, and they came together and said, we have to build a community where we can come together, maybe sometimes commiserate, but more than commiserate, collaborate in order to build this community, in order to make sure that nobody else ever had to feel like the only one. And that is one of the reasons that we do what we do. David Olivencia was the organization's first president. He, today, after a long and storied career, recently retired from Accenture and is now the president of a great organization called Angeles Investors. David couldn't be here today. He lives in the Chicago area, and I get to see him a lot. And as one of the original founders and as the first president of the organization, he, for me, is kind of like a North Star as I do my work here at HITEC. And I love running into him, and I love his energy. I texted him just a few minutes ago to see if he had a message for HITEC, and he just wanted to pass along his regrets for not being here, but he wanted to make sure that I thanked every single one of you for being a part of this community, every single one of our corporate partners for investing in this work, investing in this crazy idea that these leaders had more than 17 years ago. Today, Patricia?
Yeah, so it's been really exciting to see HITEC grow to tens of thousands of members, not only in the States, but globally. And we have representation across all industries in very diverse fields of technology. So I think there is a ton of opportunity for us to continue to grow. The best is yet to come, and we'll share a couple of stats a little bit later in the presentation.
One of the things that we are incredibly proud of is the fact that we have this amazing group of HITEC corporate partners. There are more than 71 Fortune 100, Fortune 500 companies that believe in our mission, that believe in our vision, and that are invested in our work because they too are committed to developing and promoting diverse leaders, and they engage with us for our collaboration and also to develop the next generation of Hispanic tech leaders. We're incredibly proud to work with some of the most well-known and prestigious brands, and we're thankful for their support.
So along with that, as Omar mentioned, HITEC started with a couple of C-level leaders, and 2 things have been so amazing about the HITEC culture. One is C-level leaders at HITEC, they check their title at the door, they come, join the community, roll up their sleeves, they help with the vision, they help with the service, they help with the time. Myrna Soto, Miriam, Nelly Borrero, Rosa, I mean, Guillermo Diaz, the list goes on. And when I first joined way back in 2015, and I came into the room, and I remember meeting Myrna and all of them, they were so open to giving the time and so committed to lift up and pull up our Hispanics in technology from the classroom to the boardroom. HITEC has programs like the HITEC 100, which really helps us identify the stars that are out there that we still don't know. I was part of the HITEC 100 selection committee back in 2016, 2017, and it was a little bit challenging to find new people, and now it's become so competitive because we're very fortunate that every day we find more amazing Hispanics in technology, and we need all of you because there is so much to do with the next generation of tech leaders. They really need us.
All of these leaders really come together to help us advance our vision as an organization. And you heard me talk about our vision earlier today, but I want to repeat it because I think it's so important. And that is to accelerate the power and impact of Hispanic technology leaders achieving lasting equity from the classroom to the boardroom. And we do this in a number of different ways. First and foremost, by empowering Hispanic technology professionals to accelerate leadership capacity through access to a network of business leaders and decision makers at the highest level of the global economy. That is the reason that we're here. That's the reason that we put on events like this. We host 2 major summits a year, and we bring the high-tech community together to connect and to inspire. We are committed to celebrating our leaders, as we did earlier with the EP, as we'll do tonight with HITEC 100, because we believe firmly in the idea that you have to see it to be it. And I hope that in your time here at this summit that you've seen it and that you are ready to be that transformative leader. The second way that we do it is by providing culturally relevant leadership development, educational programming, and mentoring. EEP fellows, EEP alumni, EEP mentors, those of you that are in the room, you know this. This is the work. This is how we continue to grow and have impact in the broader tech landscape. We remain committed to continue to provide high quality and culturally relevant leadership development. You heard this before. For us, by us.
A very important part of our mission is our HITEC Foundation. And as Omar mentioned earlier, I'm blessed to be part of the HITEC Foundation board. And we have done, we're a very young organization, but we're making great progress with giving scholarships, mentorship, internship opportunities to our next generation of tech leaders. And we're very committed as we move forward to increase the programs for first generation high school, college students in underserved communities. I cannot tell you guys in words how huge the need is out there. Even with high schoolers that we mentor that have Hispanic backgrounds that are first gen, they don't know the opportunities in the tech industry. They have never seen a tech executive. Their parents have no idea. It's very difficult for their parents to advocate for these students. So I really, and Yvonne is going to be up here in a moment. We're very blessed to have her as the chair of our foundation. But there is so much need out there, and we really hope that all of you get engaged in this movement. These students are youth, and they really need mentors, sponsors, role models. When you show these kids that there's a variety of technology occupations that is not just programming, their eyes open. When they see people like us with our jobs, working at the companies that we all work for, they start dreaming and they start seeing what is the art of the possible. And they see role models that look like them. That makes a tremendous difference. So we so want all of you guys to get engaged in this movement because it is important. Our youth is depending on us to be there for them.
As we wrap up this year's worth of programming, I want to highlight kind of where we've come. This is our Fall Leadership Summit, second one of the year, first one hosted by Wells Fargo in San Francisco. incredibly proud to report that we've had more than 1,000 people that have participated in our 2 leadership summits.
So for this summit, we had over 480 in-person registrations, over 400 virtual registrations. We have in-person attendance from Switzerland, Puerto Rico, Panama, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Canada, and Brazil. And we have an amazing, powerful network that is also joining us virtually. So it's very exciting. We have an amazing global community.
We talked earlier about the growth of the Emerging Executive Program, and we celebrated the 102 fellows that graduated from this year's program earlier today. But this just highlights how this program has grown over the years, right? It started in 2014 as an experiment of sorts to help develop some of the young leaders, some of the emerging leaders that were part of HITEC in 2014. And over the years, we've just continued to grow. Steadily growing, steadily bringing more people into the community, bringing more corporate partners that want their emerging leaders to participate with us. And as we grow and as we have more mentors, we're able to continue to expand that pool. And with all of your help and support, we look forward to continuing to grow the impact that we're having through the Emerging Executive Program.
And as Sandy mentioned earlier this morning, KPMG is so proud to host a personalized program for HITEC around board readiness. The program is designed for executives that are interested in serving on corporate boards. And we have increased the participation to 249 leaders that have graduated from the program. And we're tracking of those, how many are serving in corporate boards and in nonprofit boards, and we have 268 seats, and we will continue to measure that progress. As Mirna and Juan mentioned, there is such a need for diversity, representation, and tech insights in the board, and so we're really excited to see what is going to happen in the next couple of years with this program as we continue to graduate more people from our board readiness program.
In addition to the Emerging Executive Program and the Board Readiness Program, we've also identified a growing need from within our corporate partner community to develop company-specific leadership development training programs for some of our corporate partners. And for the last 2 years, we've partnered with ITSMF to deliver culturally relevant programming to some of our corporate partners, specifically Johnson & Johnson and Wells Fargo, as well as IBM, who's not up on this slide. And we do this as a way to take those learnings from EEP and then tailor them specifically to some of the needs that these companies have. We look forward to the opportunity to invest in ourselves and in our work to build the resources so that we can, in years to come, expand this type of programming so that more companies can benefit and participate with us. Another type of programming that I absolutely want to encourage our corporate partners to think about is something that we call partner programming. We have developed partner programming with some of the companies that you see here, and this is really, 1 day, 2 day sessions where we come in, whether it's in partnership with the company's ERG or around a specific event or activity that that company is planning, and we bring in leaders from within the HITEC community to present, to have fireside chats, to talk about maybe a specific topic, career development, leadership development. And we think that there's an opportunity to kind of take what you've experienced here at HITEC and bring that into your companies. And so if you think that that's something that would be valuable to you, to other Latinos in your organization, we'd certainly love to have a conversation to see, again, how we bring that spirit, that culture of familia into your company.